Morning, guys. Had to pull the suit out of the old closet. And the glasses. Actually, I stole these from the kids. These are Lightning McQueen glasses. Figured it'd be more believable. But anyway, we're going to ditch all this shit. So, yep. Boom. Back to reality. Wasn't making fun of nobody, neither. Alright. Now I'm going to tell you how to take $2 and turn it into $2 million. I was just kidding. Anyway, today, man, another special request yesterday from a subscriber on medmen. We're going to go over all these. Man, pumped up about medmen because, you know, I've been wanting to do a video about them for a while. I just, you know, there was more others that were more pressing that a lot more people deal with and trade with. But as far as medmen goes, oh man, I love this stock. They started as a pharmaceutical, you know, medical medicinal marijuana. They've been out there almost 10 years. These two guys that are running this show, the CEO and the CFO, man, they're fucking rock stars, man. They're Tony Starks. So, what else is there to say about them? They have nearly 20 locations in the U.S. Across 5 states, and they're currently sitting at 1,100 and counting employees. So this guys, once we get this listed here in America for people that don't trade on foreign exchanges and stuff like that, this company right now is listed in Canada and also listed in Germany on the Frankfurt exchange. So they're expanding their horizon. Now, when we talk about companies like this and the differences between them, Aurora Cannabis, Aphria, they're, you know, you look at Aurora. Aurora is a big supplier. I mean, they are big mega growers. This company here, man, they got their feet on the ground in the whole retail world. They are really beating the streets and they're really pushing for success. I mean, they kind of remind me of an Amazon, the way everything is kind of playing out. They're striking very early and very fast. I know you say, well, 10 years, that's not that damn fast, but yeah, they were smart enough to get into it real early. So, you know, give them credit. Nothing good is built overnight. Rome wasn't built in a day. So why should a good company? That's why I kind of poke jokes at the people that come out and say, you know, hey, my name's Dan, and I'm going to show you how to take $2 and turn it into $2 million in 2 days. It's bullshit. It doesn't happen. Anyway, they do manufacture, grow, and they have a awesome facilities. They have awesome retail sites. Let's see. In June of 2018, they acquired a bunch of nurseries and retail licenses to build 25 stores in Florida. So they are expanding heavily into Florida. They value medmen at $1.65 billion. I'm thinking it's more like throw another billion on top of that. I'll go 2.7 billion dollars on medmen. That's my price on it. Just my thoughts for anybody that cares. The total assets, looking at the numbers, 282.2 million. The revenue is growing pretty fast, 39.8 million, and that's up big time. And you look at it with a revenue like that and growing, these guys in this company, they're on to something. And as soon as they bring it here, and I understand the whole lawsuit deal by the shareholders and all that, but you know what, that shit's going to take place in any of these stocks. you know, it's just the whole market is driven off of stories, headlines. Oh, what the president says, what this happened, oh, that's why this stock goes down, or whatever. People sell off, they get shaky boots and stuff like that. They get the fear in them, so they start selling. And that's understandable. It happens to everybody. Um, so what? Who cares? I don't care. You know, as far as MedMen goes, I like it, and I usually try to stay a pretty positive person on most of all these stocks, because they're all going to be really good. I mean, everybody has to understand here that you're in a growing market. In this one market, there's a lot of people that are completely disregarding the rest of the stock market because of this market right here. Uh, you know, you tell them Dow Jones, they say, "What's that?" They don't even jack with the Dow Jones. But anyway, yeah, this section of the stocks is booming, and it will continue to boom over the next 10, 15, 20 years. You know, it's going to go on. So, like I said yesterday, it's kind of like prohibition on alcohol. That's where it lands. I noticed yesterday, doing kind of a recap yesterday, New Age Beverage, kicking ass, as always. Last time I looked at it pre-market, it was up. Freya had a up and down day, but you know what? And I know it finished in the negative to some people, but you know what? Hey, look here. It's like this. That kind of news come out, and this thing barely finishes negative. I'll take that as 2 thumbs up. Watch what happens to it today. I believe we'll see a Freya in the green today. I believe we'll see Aurora Cannabis in the green today. They're all running a real yesterday a real stale competition. Aurora was up early, and then it come back down, and I think it either finished flatline or a little down. No big deal. Let's see what else we got. Kush Company. That's one I haven't talked about a whole lot. When it comes to Kush Bottling Company. Okay. The thing about Kush is they don't touch the weed. Cannabis. Politically correct. I'm sorry. Cannabis. They don't touch the cannabis. All they do is make packaging for it. Package it, boom, ship it off. That's money changing hands, man. It doesn't get any better than that. So I don't really care what anybody says about them neither. I mean, you got to have growers. You got to have packagers. I mean, the grower is not going to package his own shit because it's too costly to throw that in there as well. Now, some of them might, but other ones are just going to delegate that to somebody else and move on with their business, make the money they make, and roll on down the road. So, with that being said, I value Kush pretty good. I mean, I like the stock. I like where it's going. I like its charts. Now, it's not been pushed and moved as fast as these other ones. You know, in the past 3 weeks since the start of the year, pretty much. But you know what? I expect good growth out of Kush Company this year. David's Tea. Just to give you an update on David's Tea. Yesterday they picked up some momentum. They got slapped hard there at the beginning of the week, but you know what? They recovered, and that shows good signs that David's Tea is holding healthy, and there's a lot of shareholders that are staying firm in that stock, and that's good news, guys. That's really good news, because all it takes is them guys right there. They are very optimistic about that stock, just like I am. Once again, I'm long in that stock, and like the rest of them that are just laying and waiting on a little bit of news to come out about David's Tea. And I'm not going to come on here afterwards once they do and say, "Ah, shit, I told you so." Something. Just seen the writing on the wall. That was it. And you know, anybody that looks at David's Tea and looks into David's Tea can see the same damn writing on the wall. Sure, there's a bunch of people mad about it right now because they've lost money and bought into it at $5.35 or whatever. Sorry for your luck. I didn't. So anyway, and I wouldn't, because they were on a bad path there before the whole speculation last year. So anyway, with that being said, I'm calling Afria up today. I'm calling Aurora Cannabis up today. I'm calling Kush Company. Slow, but I'll put them in the green today, with a chance of rain. Medmen. There's one. There's two. There's a pin. Anyway, so that's my thoughts on medmen. You got it. There's my thoughts on everything else. Tilray, like I said in the last two videos, it can go from 0 to 10,000 in no time. Just you never know with that one. Now I did notice looking at volume yesterday, Tilray doesn't really have the volume, but as of right now, well, as of yesterday, but you know what, that can all change. Just depends on who wants to go jack with that stock, you know. I hold Tilray because, you know, you look at the big time investors in that, they're holding as well. They decided not to sell out of their positions, which, hell, why would you blame them? I mean, there's not a whole lot of shares out there to begin with, and that's why Tilray is valued where it's valued, is because there's less shares. But anyway, oh, you know what? That was another thing with medmen that I liked. Earlier on, they had bought Pharmacan, I believe. In March of last year, they partnered up with Kronos Group, which is also partners with Molson Coors. So anyway, once again, the dudes are rock stars. Medmen is awesome. You'll see the pictures on this video of their facilities and stuff like that. I mean, man, if you're not in them yet, or if you can't get in them until they reach the American markets or whatever, when they hit the American markets, buy them, because they're going to be something good, and they're a very good, solid asset for your portfolio. You guys have a good one, a great Thursday. I wish you the best, a prosperous Thursday, and I wish Friday would hurry up and get here. I'm ready for the weekend. Y'all take it easy, man. Be good.